will be on the right, traveling south to north or right to left, and the Statesman will be the opposite of that, traveling north to south or left to right.
The volleyball team plays host to Roosevelt, so you should all go to that too.
Once again, Goshen comes in 1-1-1 after a tie with Purdue University Northwest, a win at Siena Heights, and a loss here at home against Madonna. Key for them, 2 of the 3 goals that they've given up this season have come to bad play, bad defense in the box. One was a loose ball that was not cleared away quick enough. That was at Siena Heights, and the Saints put that one away. And then the other one, a corner kick here at home against Madonna. No one was marking the man. He found the ball about the 6-yard line and headed it home quite easily. So that should be interesting to see how the Maple Leafs do today to defensively against balls in the air and balls into the box. It'll be the Statesman ball to kick off. They'll be traveling left to right in the center circle. In order to kick this one off is Houston and Markovich. A game that was supposed to kick off at 5 p.m. officially kicks off at 5:44, 72 and partly cloudy, the kickoff weather. Statesman drop all the way back to the back line and come to the near side. With the ball now is Dupu Turner. He looks up line, making the run down the line. That's Houston. Chupp there in pursuit. Ball down into the corner, whipped in. Takes a bounce and touched up and then into the box. This one's going to be gathered easily by Escalante. I believe it was Morris who had the shot. Escalante is going to set this one down and take his time moving forward a little bit, wait for his teammates to get upfield. Houston thinks about some pressure, so Escalante plays this one away into the middle and immediately deflected into the Statesman half as Messina has it now. Drops back and is going to go all the way back to Morris in the back line. Touches to the middle where Fermento has it, now comes back to the back line. And there's Bailly. Bailly swings to the near side. No Dupu Turner with it. Turner looking into the middle, touches through 2, can't quite get to the ball before Famosaya gets there, clears it off of Dupu Turner and out of play. They're going to say it's a Maple Leaf throw right at center field. It was originally signaled Maple Leaf ball, however, the center referee says that's his bad. It's actually going to be Statesman ball as Dupu Turner will throw this one in down the line. Settles to the foot of Houston. He flicks it on, looking for Petter. It's going to be cleared away by Obando. They're going to say last touch by Petter. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Obando to take, looks upfield. It's over and headed forward by the Statesman. Dupu Turner to take the throw here for William Penn. Looking up towards the middle for Houston. Instead, Chupp will head this one right back where it came from. It'll be another throw-in. Dupu Turner surveying his options. Goes to the middle again, looking for Houston. This time he flicks it on, and no one's there. It rolls all the way back to Escalante. Escalante is going to try a punt this time. Sails over midfield, looking for Knopfsinger. However, it is won by the Statesman, and moving forward is Fermento. He lobs it over the top. It's a foot race between Chupp and Houston. It's going to get to Escalante before either of the players can get to it. And Escalante gathers. He sets this one down and drives it forward. And again, into the middle. This time it's deflection to Knopfsinger. He touches it off for Nussbaum. Nussbaum right side for Smith. Ollie Smith with it now. Working against Morris. Takes a touch in the middle. It's poked away from him by Fermento moving forward now. To Nat there as well. Played forward, and Jilks has it for the Maple Leafs. Comes to the middle for Famosaya. Looking at his options. Decides to play it all the way out to the near side for Obando. Playing left back here tonight for the Maple Leafs. He's taking on Petter, gets around him, and now TJ White has it. Steps around Fermento, now turns back up line, has some space. Plays with Obando. Obando waits, tries to roll it through. Defender Dupu Turner there waiting for it. Fermento running through the middle with the ball. runs into Ashelman running through 2. Still has the ball this time. Dupu Turner will wait it over the near sideline. Ball played up the middle. Houston with a little flick, but Chupp is ready for it. Plays it back to the middle, looking for Nussbaum. Instead, Fermento has it. Fermento and Donat playing a little 1-2 there before they drop it off to the back for Bailly. Bailly swings far side for Morris. Morris slotting forward, looking for Markovic. Markovic has it, plays it out to his left winger, Messina. Messina splits through 2, still has the ball on his foot, into the middle. Trying to get it back out wide for Markovic, but it's poked away by Rollins. Smith moving forward for the Maple Leafs now. Touches wide for Knopfsinger. Tries playing it forward, it's deflected out of play. Morris was there for the Statesman. Another Maple Leaf throw, Rollins to take. Ball into the middle. Headed away easily by Bailly. Famosaya with it now, drops it off for Rollins. Keeps it in play, gives it back to Famosaya. Famosaya looking up that far sideline, chips it up for Ashelman. Gets a touch on it, and then Bailly collides with him. It goes over the end line. They're going to say it's going to be a corner kick for the Maple Leafs. First corner kick of the game. Ollie Smith over in the far corner to take. It'll be a right-footed outswinger. Thought about going switch short to Obando. And instead now Obondo's going to come over and take it. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger. Drives it towards the penalty spot. Knopfsinger gets up, tries to volley it, goes right back to Obando, and his touch is out of play. An interesting attempt there for the Maple Leafs. Can't quite put it on frame, but we're able to find their man in the box. It's a good sign for the Maple Leafs. Esparza re-enters the ball into the game, gives it to Bailly. Bailly drops it off for Donat, right back to Bailly. Bailly to Morris on that far sideline. Receives some pressure, still drops it back to Bailly. Looking into the middle, doesn't have much, but isn't receiving that much pressure. Now comes the pressure, and he slots it through for Donat. Donat lays it off for Messina. Messina back to the middle for Mento. Ball driven forward, looking for Houston. Takes a bounce. Houston settles it down with Chupp on his back. Takes a touch to the middle, looking for a hit. Takes one, and it sails wide right. It'll be a goal kick for the Maple Leafs. Actually, going to say it took a deflection, so instead we do have a corner kick as the players retreat back into the box. First corner kick of the game for William Penn. Maple Leafs have struggled with these in the past. We'll see what they can do here. Ball is played short, instead it did not. Now Markovic into the box on his left foot. Has a hit right at Escalante. Deflects down. Great job from Escalante to be ready for that. A player ran right in front of him. He's still able to make the save. Rollins outlets up for Smith. It's picked off his foot by Morris. Morris drops it back, and Dupu Turner plays it forward. No attempt on the ball there from Markovic. He was offsides quite easily. Escalante now plays near sideline looking for Obando. Obando settles down. Takes a touch to the middle. Will play it square for Famosaya. He opens up and will drive it out wide. Looking for Smith. Leaves it a bit too far inside. It's picked off by the Statesman. Now here comes Rollins working forward. 3 defenders there. Bailly kind of just pushes him over, and they're going to say it was shoulder to shoulder, no call. Good call there from the center official. Morris drives the ball forward. Jokes will win that foot race and drop it back to his keeper. Escalante looking to switch the field, and now will just drive this one forward. Just over Ashelman's head, as the Statesmen have it now, but they give it over. Famosaya with it. Drops it off for Smith. Great turn from Smith, but his feet are taken out. Earns a free kick for the Maple Leafs. 8 minutes gone by here in the first half. Second game of the evening, and it's part of the Goshen College Classic. Holy Cross College and Aquinas College drew 1-1. Goshen College will take on Aquinas College tomorrow afternoon at 5. William Penn will take on Holy Cross at 3 before that. Chupp with it now, slots it forward from the Maple Leafs, gives it to White. White splits 2, still has it on his foot. Now dumps it off for Ashelman. Ashelman has it on his right foot, slots it in for Smith. Smith into the box, looking to in across the box. Ooh, what a ball! But it's knocked down by the defense. Played out, still bouncing inside that end line, and Smith will track it down. Working in the corner. Using his footwork, now drops off for Rollins. He settles and tosses one into the box, just over Ashelman's head. Bounces to White on the back post. Takes a hit. Ooh, just over the crossbar. But good offensive opportunities here for the Maple Leafs as they continue to knock on that door. Esparza drives this one forward, just across half field. Houston gets ahead on it, flicks it on, but Jilks is there waiting for it. Jilks with it on the right foot, looking out to the far side. Drives it forward right into the chest of Donat. He settles it down and plays it forward for Houston. And Jilks now will recover off the chest of Houston now. It still bounces forward. Rollins comes in to clear this one away down to the far corner. Keeps it in play. See what he can do with it. Lofts it forward. Ashelman will settle it down. Taken off of his foot by Donat. Fermento comes near side for Dupu Turner. Back to the middle. Fermento. Bayou with it now. Looking forward. Wants runs from his players and not getting them as the Maple Leafs forcing the ball back. Ball coming forward. Hubbard with it. And he's going to loft it forward. Looking for Houston. And Jilks on his back. Jilks got to pick up the foul there. Too much bumping from behind. They're going to have a switching out the balls. Actually, I'm going to say this one's a bit flat. Both of the coaches have felt it, and I'm going to say it is flat. So we switched out the ball, and we have a new ball. It has placed for this William Penn free kick. Donat to take. Lobs it into the box, and Escalante grabs that one. Outlets to the near side for White, and here come the Maple Leafs. Touches into the middle. Now back down the line for Knopfsinger. He lays it off for Obondo. Touches middle for Famosai. Defender on his back. He has to drop it back to Chupp. Chupp's touch a bit big. However, he gets it back there. Coming up the line for White. Defender on his back. Loses it out of play. It'll say it's a Maple Leaf throw. Ball inbounded to Nussbaum. Nussbaum to Famosaya. Lobs far corner looking for Smith. Morris there in defense. Great settle from Smith and a turn. Down to the end line looking to cross it in. Gets around one. Takes a deflection. And, ooh, Esparza keeps it in play. Just in time over that far end line. The Statesman just keeping possession along the back line, and here come the Maple Leafs now looking for some pressure. White ball into the middle for Donat. He's going to be sandwiched there by Nussbaum and Knopfsinger. Nussbaum goes down, but does have the ball. Poked away from behind by Dupu Turner, and now played into the middle for Bailly. Bailly swings it far side for Morris. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Ball down that line now. Messina with a great job from Rollins. Wins the ball free and then tries to come back to it, and they're going to call a foul there on Messina. Just over 13 minutes gone by, or 12 minutes gone by, excuse me. And a lot of the offensive opportunities have come the Maple Leafs' way. We'll see if they can put one away here as we transition into the middle part of this first half. Ball driven up by Jilks on the free kick. Turner heads it right back where it came from. This time Chupp heads it forward. And Obondo will be the first to get this one. Great settle on the run from Obondo. Chips around one in the box. Gets around a second one. Has it on his left foot. Has a hit. It swings to the far side. It's going to go wide. It looked like Smith could have made a play on that one on the miss hit from Obondo. Wasn't expecting the ball to end up all the way out there. Therefore, wasn't able to get to it. Esparza will play this one short. Morris with it, drops it back to Bailly. Bailly back to Morris, loses it over the sideline. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Chupp with it now for the Maple Leafs. Looking forward, slots it to White. White comes near side for Obando. Has it on his dominant left foot, takes a touch into the middle, now drops it off to Famosaya. Forward to Knopfsinger, looking out for Nussbaum. Nussbaum back to, great turn by him. Gets it to Knopfsinger's first, he's gonna swing it out wide. Smith with it. Great touch into the middle, looking down towards the end line now. His cross is deflected, another corner kick for the Maple Leafs. Their second of the contest. 14 minutes gone by, still no score here between the Maple Leafs and the Statesmen of William Penn. Goshen has taken 14 corner kicks coming into the season and given up 17 as Smith's corner kick falls a bit short there and is cleared away. And now Rollins going to be called for a little too ambitious there. Thought the ball was going to not bounce as high and bounce over them instead. It does, so it'll be a free kick for the Statesmen. Otherwise, it would have been possession for the Maple Leafs with plenty of space back there. Goshen has 3 goals on 41 attempts coming into this contest. Has given up 3 goals on 58 attempts. So far tonight, Maple Leafs with 3 shots, William Penn with 2. Bailly lobs this one forward, Jilks is there. Then off the chest of Markovic and out of play. Rollins up the line to Smith. Back out to Rollins. Now middle to Nussbaum. He turns, looking to switch the field. He'll drive this one over to White. Great ball from Nussbaum. White can't quite keep that in play, and Dupu Turner with the throw in. Not chips this one forward, looking for Houston. Chupp is there. Chupp's taken down. Both players end up on the ground. No call. Ball rolling down towards that corner flag. Houston able to keep it in play. Tries to hit one with the outside of the right foot into the box. Jilks puts this one right back where it is. Now White has it moving forward. He's bumped down, and there's the foul. On for Houston picks up that foul. It'll be a Maple Leaf free kick. Escalante will take this free kick. Chup to the near side for Obando. Drives it forward, takes a spin, takes it out of play. It'll be a William Penn throw. Bondo to White. Poked away between his legs by Petter. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Bailly with it now. Swings far side for Morris. Morris up the line, right back to Morris. And gives it off to Knopfsinger. Now a foot race down that far line between Knopfsinger and Bailly. Tries cutting in, and Bailly cuts him off. Morris with it now. Smith in pursuit from behind. Ball lost in the middle. Famosaya with it for the Maple Leafs. He's running from behind, and that'll be a pretty easy call for the center official. Maple Leaf free kick. Nussbaum forward for the Maple Leafs now. Comes left side for Ashelman. Settles and continues to the line for Obando. Obando, a little circle move. Almost fools himself there. Now drops it off for Ashelman. Clears some space, goes middle for Famosaya. Drops it off for Nussbaum. Nussbaum on his right, chips it in. Bit too hard and falls to Esparza. This is the first time these two teams have met, these two programs. And so far, it's been a decent contest. Both teams looking for offensive opportunities, but neither one able to finally crack through and hit the back of the net. Escalante kicks this one forward. Famosaya settles it down. He's going to go all the way back to Escalante with this one. Now the ball at the other end. Esparza with it. Knopfsinger trying to apply some pressure, but it's handled well by the Statesman. Houston flicks forward. Markovic right back to Houston, but this time Jilks swings through and clears it away. Pedro and Obando go up. Obando wins it out of play. Great team defense there from the Maple Leafs as White plays it forward for Knopfsinger, lays it off to Nussbaum. Nussbaum drives far side for Smith. He's gotten around Morris 2 times already, and looks like he'll have to wait for that third chance. Rollins with it. He'll slow it up, drop it back. Now, ooh, good fake from Rollins. Poked away from him, and out of play by Fermento. Smith working through the middle. Good job to keep possession there as 3 defenders getting down to the end line. See if he can earn something or get a ball into the box. Still has it. Ooh, almost had a nutmeg there. That dropped off for by Ashelman there with some pressure. Laid off for Morris. Great job from the Statesmen to pick their way through that defense and get away out of the defensive half. Nussbaum runs this one down, and they're going to call this one back. Nussbaum not happy with that one. Thinks the player just kind of fell over. It's kind of what it looked like, but hard to see from this far away, and it will be a William Penn free kick. Looking at some of the splits from the season so far, Goshen undefeated when they have the same or more corner kicks there than their opponent. They've got a 2-1 advantage so far tonight. We'll see if that holds up as White deflects this one out of play. It'll stay with William Penn. Goshen's first match to start at any time other than, or at earliest game of the season, I should say, a 5 o'clock start. They do have earlier starts next weekend when they go out to Kansas. They play at 4:30 local time. Nussbaum bumps Houston over on this one, and it'll be another free kick for the Statesmen as they inch closer and closer to that Maple Leaf goal. Just under 24 minutes remain here in the first half. Still no score between Goshen College and William Penn as part of the Goshen College Classic. Both these teams will get another match tomorrow as well, but not against each other, I should say. Goshen will take on Aquinas College, and William Penn will take on Holy Cross College. So that game at 3 o'clock, the Maple Leaf game following at 5. Markovic stands over the ball, 4-man wall. It's on his left foot. He hits this one towards goal, and it's over the crossbar. Goal kick for the Maple Leafs. Escalante drives this one forward. Famosaya will be the first to get a touch on it. It's immediately taken away from him. He fights to get it back, but not for long as Markovic now plays it forward for the Statesmen. Escalante clears looking for Smith. Smith and Morris there. Morris wins the header, but Ashelman settles it down. Takes some touches towards the middle. Now drops it off Famosaya. Looking out wide. Thought Smith was checking. Smith thought he was going. And however, the Maple Leafs do come up with a throw-in. Smith with it now. Squares up. Now comes middle for Ashelman. He chips it forward. Body is there. Rollins pokes it away off of his foot. We're going to see what they say. They're going to give it a goal kick for William Penn. Ashelman with it, comes near side for White. He chips it forward, looking for Nussbaum into the box. Great job from Bai to give some space for his keeper as Esparza comes out and grabs the save. Ball driven to the near sideline. Dupu Turner gets a beautiful chest around White and now just lobs this one forward. It'll bounce towards the box. We'll see. Looks like Escalante will wait for it, and he'll get to it before any of the other players. Escalante sets this one down. Houston applies some pressure, so he drives it away. Knopfsinger fighting for it. Bounces free, Petter with it. Plays it to the middle, and Chupp is there waiting for it. Gives it off to White. White moving forward. Plays to the middle for Famusai. He's got a defender on his right as Markovic takes this one away. He's going to take a hit from quite a ways out. Takes a deflection off the back of a Maple Leaf defender. Escalante does get to it. Great hustle from Escalante to keep this one in play. Obando back to Chupp. Jilks with it, moves forward. Tries slotting it forward. It's a little bit behind Smith. Ball bounces free in the middle. And Famusai is going to be called to the foul as it looked like Fermento was the player to go down. Ball slotted through the middle. Markovic with it on his left. He wants to have a hit. He does, and it's wide right. Another goal kick for the Maple Leafs. William Penn 1-1 on the season. They've scored 6 goals. 2 of them from Nenad Markovic there, the player who took that shot. Not afraid to hit it from a distance. If you can put it on frame, it could be dangerous. He's actually got 3, and Anfrey Houston has 2. And then the last goal coming from Emmanuel Morris. Nenad Markovic with 8 points already this season through 2 games, 3 goals and 2 assists. Really the offensive spark here for the Statesman. However, has taken a few hits. Hasn't really created that much yet, though. We'll see what he can do as we move forward. Hubbard with it now. Back out to Bailly. Fermento with it, comes back to Not. Nat looking up the line for Petter. Can't quite keep that one in play. It will be a Maple Leaf throw. Dupu Turner inbounds for the Statesman. Good turn for Fermento. That pass deflected by Nussbaum. And then Smith comes through to win this one off to Ashelman. Picked away from him. And Houston with it now. Moving forward, runs into Jilk. Settled down by Petter. Weird little settle there. Fermento with it. Puts it on his left. Has a hit. And it's wide. 17.5 left here in the first half. And looks like we're going to have our first sub of the contest. It's going to be a Maple Leaf sub. This number 8, Calvin Mangunda, hasn't yet been called on. And they're the official season. Mangunda coming in. He's the one of 2 seniors on this year's roster, joining Jaden Chupp. Mangunda out of Harare, Zimbabwe. Comes in for Nussbaum. The way subbing works here in NAI, you can be on the field 1 time during the first half. So now that Nussbaum has come off, he cannot return until the second half. But in the second half, you can be on 2 different times. You can come off and return 1 more time. White with it now for the Maple Leafs. Picked off his foot by Petter. Going to be last touched by White. It'll be William Penn throw. Also of note, looking at this William Penn stat line so far this year, they've had 6 goals, and all 6 of the goals have been assisted. That's always a good sign. It means your team's working well together. We'll see if they have assists on any goals they might score here tonight. We're going to have a foul down that line. Looks like TJ White will be the one called for it, as Petter lost, legs were taken out from under him, I should say. Not really a dangerous shooting potential here for the Statesmen, but a great potential for a cross into the box. As Donat stands over the ball. One-man wall, TJ White guarding that near post. And some scuffling in the box there. Official coming to talk to some of the players. Famosaya and Bai, the two, seems to be. Ball driven in towards Escalante, and it's going to just sail over the crossbar. Bad ball means no chance for the Statesmen. White and Petter up for the free kick. Mangunda comes through with it there. Mangunda drops back Obando. His pass up the line is taken over by the Statesman. Ball straight up. The wind's keeping this one from going out, and now bounces off of the thigh of TJ White and out of play. So it'll be a Statesman throw. But first a sub. He's checking in. Going to be number 8. Johnny Cruz, the senior out of Salinas, California. It looks like jogging out from the far sideline, number 11, Joey Messina will get the break. Turner inbounds, and we're back underway. Donat, far side to Morris. Morris guarded by Smith. Takes a touch around him and goes down the far sideline. One-on-one defending here from Smith. Great move from Morris. Gets around one. Bafamo Saya there to clear that one out over the end line. It will be the second corner kick of the game for the Statesmen. 2 apiece for these two teams. You can see R.A. Benjamin waiting to check in there. Did a little bit of a dance. That's due to the student section here at Goshen College always asking subs to do dances before they go in. Sometimes they comply. Usually the Maple Leafs at least comply. Very rarely do you see a visiting player do it. As the ball served in near post, Chupp clears this one way away there. That one goes high. High as the telephone wires out there, but not far enough to hit them. It'll be another corner kick. And now another one. And again, Chupp rises up near post and hits this one away. Morris mistimes this kick. And he'll have to clear it all the way back to the back line. Fermento with it comes. Looking at his options, comes near side. Great job from Chupp to intercept that ball through. And now Knopfsinger with it. Settles it down. He's going to turn. He's the one getting the sub. He almost knows now working for it. Has touched the middle a little off. And the Kingsmen, or the Statesmen, take it away. Fermento drops back. Hubbard over to Bai. Can't quite keep this one in play over the far side. It will be a Maple Leaf throw, which means a sub to check in is R.A. Benjamin. Wearing number 18, hard to see behind all those dreads he's got there. Or wearing number 19, excuse me, R.A. Benjamin, the junior, out of Castara, Trinidad and Tobago in his junior season. There'll be another Maple Leaf throw there. Flipping over to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, looking at some other scores coming in there. Or at least games happening. Avila and Park deadlocked a 0-0 draw there. Earlier this afternoon, Davenport hosted Baker and Grandview hosted Robert Morris. No scores have been recorded or reported for either of those contests. Ball bouncing up. Smith there for it, but Fermento takes it away from him. Morris with it now. Great move around Mangunda, but great help from Ashelman for the Maple Leafs since they now have possession. Jaden Chupp with it. Chupp back to Famosaya. Famosaya out of London, England. His first year here with the Maple Leafs. Plays it forward for Ashelman. Ashelman turns with it, sees some space, and he'll carry forward. Now comes wide for Obando. Obando splits through Petter. Got the nutmeg there. Serves into the box. Deflected out of play. But a corner kick for the Maple Leafs, their third of the contest. Each team with 5 shots, and each team with one of those on frame. See what the Maple Leafs can do with this free kick. They're going to play short. Smith comes into Obando. Has it on his left foot. Chips it to the top of the box. Mangunda was there, but it's cleared off his foot now. Famosaya fakes the shot. Should have taken that one, and it's coming the other way now. Anthony Houston. Great slide tackle from Chupp from the side. Got the ball first. That is some senior leadership from Jaden Chupp. Halting that fast break for the Statesman. Head coach Aaron Patrick from the Maple Leafs yelling out to his team to just keep possession here for a little bit. Slow things down and keep it. Rollins plays up the line for Smith. Took a deflection. They're going to say it didn't. So it'll be William Penn ball. Famosaya with it. Back to Escalante. He's just going to get rid of it. Hubbard with it. Bounces once. Now Chupp gets it. And Mangunda finds himself with some space. Slide from behind there from Houston. Got a little bit of the ball, but not enough. Obando with it back to the middle for Mangunda. Squares up. Is going to drive this one. Looking to get it behind Morris. Takes a bounce. And Morris will just drop this back to Esparza, who will clear it away. Famosaya's header falls to Petter. Petter with it moving forward now. Markovic with it. And Jokes will clean that away. Took too big of a touch, and Jokes saw it and was ready to pounce. Donat with it. Drops it off now. Turner. Turner in the middle, Donat. Donat forward for Petter. Petter drops it back. Great chip through. Hit the hand of Obando. They're going to say play on. It's the ball in the middle for Houston. Houston to Markovic. Markovic has 8 points. 3 goals and 2 assists so far this season. However, this time, his chip into the box finds the hands of Escalante. Rollins with it now. Looking for the middle for Ashelman. It's to his left. And past him, Morris ends up with it. Rollins working now. Forward to Smith. Smith turns. And they're going to say no touch there. It'll be Statesman throw. 2 subs checking in for the Statesman. Number 18, Teddy Edlund. This is the freshman out of Umeå, Sweden. Ethan Francois Revalier does check in for the Maple Leafs as well. Ollie Smith taking the break. Fermento takes the break for the Kings or for the Statesmen. Ball on the near side, working forward, poked away from Edlund there. So Bondo clears this one over the end line. It'll be a corner kick. 4th of the game for the Statesmen. Maple Leafs with 3. Maple Leafs struggled with this against Madonna last weekend. Spent some time on it in practice this week. We'll see what they've come up with here. Markovic near corner. It'll be a left-footed in-swinger. Instead, he's going to play it short. As Nanat checks 2 now back to Markovic, edge of the 18. Still up top now. Turns with his left foot. Has a hit. It's deflected back now to Nat with it. A little hesitation working in the box. Chips it through. Somehow falls to the foot of Edlund. He's driving in the middle right to the hands of Escalante. Escalante plays this one forward. Maple Leafs looking for a bit of a counter. Over Turner puts it right back into the middle where it did not. Continues it on. Markovic with it now. He turns. Has it on a stronger left foot. He'll have a hit. And it's wide right. Not afraid to hit that ball from 35, 40 yards out. You have to guess he's had some success from that distance in one of their other 2 games so far this season. Or a coach just really likes his shots and wants him to keep taking them. Just about 6.5 left here in the first half between William Penn and Goshen College men's soccer, and no score. Obando with it now. Bondo into the middle for Famosaya. Chips to the far side for Rollins, trying to make a run. Morris is there. Rollins gets there first. It took a bounce. They're going to say corner kick for the Maple Leafs. Great work from Rollins, not giving up on that ball. Obando jogs over to the far corner to take it. Will be on his left foot, so it'll be an in-swinger. Obando waits for some movement. And here's the ball towards the penalty spot. Jokes does get a head on it, but it's wide, and Turner clears it away. Turner with the throw here on the near sideline for the Statesmen. As we get 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Markovich flicks it forward for Houston. Chup there in defense. It's just going to roll over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Maple Leafs. Escalante puts this one back in play. Hits off the back of White, and Ashelman will settle it down. Great touch there as Edlund was ready to snipe that one. Gets it out to Rollins. If he can settle it, takes a little bit of a hesitant bounce there on the grass. He does still have it, though. Drops it off for Francois Rivalier. Checked in for the Maple Leafs. His ball into the box. Ooh, Benjamin was ready for it, but great job from Turner to get up and get a head on it. Bondo with it now for the Maple Leafs. Turns towards the end line, working against Edlund. A little hesitation, has it on a stronger left, touches it for White. White turns. Little hesitation move. Now back to the middle, tries driving it in, bounces to Obando. He'll lob it into the middle. Benjamin settles it down, still working. And now Ashelman with it there. He got kicked. He did have an injury, and he's still very slow to get up. However, ball play continues onto the far sideline. Rollins chips this one forward, and now Turner with it. Turner drops it back forward to Knott. Now into the middle. Ndaye comes near side for Dupu Turner. He tries chipping it forward for Markovich, but the run wasn't there, and Escalante will scoop this one up. Ashelman is back in the run of play here. Talking with the official as to why that wasn't a call earlier down in the Maple Leaf offensive half. Famosaya with it in the middle for the Maple Leafs. Touches around one, now chips it forward for Rollins. Rollins in behind, settles it down, and has a hit. Ooh, it's over the crossbar, but another opportunity for the Maple Leafs. They've been all over that left back for the Statesmen as Emmanuel Morris struggling. First it was Ollie Smith, and now it's Darius Rollins, and they are not giving up as they see a weakness and a way to attack this William Penn team. Francois Rivalier with it. Plays middle for Famosaya. He's going to drop back for Chup, and the Maple Leafs will keep possession here. Just under 2.5 left in the first half. Ball gets caught up in the wind a little bit, and Turner ends up with it. Edmund with it now. Edlund plays it off of White. Turner with the ball, comes up the line. Good throw, it's over the head. Chup puts it right back out of play down to the scores box there. It'll be another throw for William Penn. Ball in the middle. Turner sells it and lobs it forward. Houston shields it down, gets it off for Edlund. Poked away from him by Mangunda. It'll be another throw for the Statesman. Turner will take. Looking in for Markovic. Has it on his left foot. Working to get into the middle against Mangunda. Lays it off for Ndaye. Tries to turn. Poked away from him by Mangunda. Now Morris with it. His chip to the far side. And Francois Vallier, the first to get to it. His ball forward is lost out of bounds, but he's done his job by clearing it away. It will be a Statesman throw. Ball to the middle, Markovic with it. 45 seconds remaining. Rollins moving forward. Ndaye there to poke that one free. Now ball in the middle. They're going to play it back for Bailly. Let's see what the Statesman can do here as we have 30 seconds remaining in the first half.
30 seconds.
Francois Vallier heads that one up. Rollins comes through to settle it down. Famasai turns to Mangunda. Mangunda middle to Ashelman. Ashelman moves forward, gets past Edlund. Wanting to work with White, he continues all over to the near sideline, now drops it back for Obando. Obando with 10 seconds left. What can Maple Leafs do? A little hesitation move, gets it onto his left foot, getting into the box. Slide tackle, great job there from Donat to win that one free. And now Turner just going to shield this one as the time expires there into the halftime break. Still no score between Goshen College and William Penn University. Looking at some stats from the first half. We'll get right into it. 4 corner kicks apiece for each of these teams. William Penn, each team with 6 shots. William Penn put 2 of those on frame. The Maple Leafs only had 1. 6 fouls committed by the Maple Leafs, 4 by the Statesmen. And no yellow cards or red cards. No cautions issued yet here tonight. We did see 7 or 8 cautions in that first game. A much more physical contest to look forward to for the Maple Leafs tomorrow. However, there is still at least a half of soccer here tonight. Once again, halftime here between Goshen College and William Penn University. The second game, the nightcap of the opening day of the Goshen College Classic here from the John Ingold Athletic Complex. You're listening to the online stream of Goshen College men's soccer on your home for Goshen College Athletics, GoLeafs.net. You're watching the Goshen College men's soccer game against William Penn University as part of the Goshen College Classic, the second game of the evening here at the John Ingold Athletic Complex. Opening up the tournament was Holy Cross College versus Aquinas College. Holy Cross struck first in the first half. Aquinas answered in the second half. The teams went to overtime, deadlocked at a 1-1 draw. Neither team able to score, and the game ended at that same score line. It's halftime here between Goshen and William Penn, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Plenty of opportunities for the Maple Leafs. William Penn has had some as well. Both teams with 6 shots. William Penn has put 2 of those on frame. Goshen has only put 1. Each team with 4 corner kicks apiece so far. Looking forward to tomorrow as the tournament or the Classic continues. At 3 o'clock, Holy Cross College will take on William Penn University, and that will be followed by Goshen College hosting Aquinas College to wrap up the tournament here from the Goshen College Soccer Complex. We dip closer and closer to the start of the second half. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the halftime break. And you're listening to your home for Goshen College Athletics on GoLeafs.net. Welcome back to the John Ingold Athletic Complex here in Goshen, Indiana, as we get ready for second half action between your Goshen College Maple Leafs and the William Penn University Statesmen. My name's Andrew Snyder here on the online stream on GoLeafs.net. You can find all Goshen College athletics, or at least home events, the streams, on GoLeafs.net/live. Looking at the starting lineup here for the second half, it looks like Escalante will be in goal for the Maple Leafs. Jilks, and Chupp in the center back positions. Obando on the left. And Francois Revalier on the right. Moving into the midfield, Rollins playing right winger. And White will play out on the left wing. Ashelman will sit in the middle alongside Famosaya and Calvin Mangunda. And Ari Benjamin will get the start here the second half up top. Looking at some more splits for the Maple Leafs so far this season. Only 3 games have taken place, so can't read too far into them, but are 1-1 undefeated when tied at halftime. And paradoxically, 0-1 when they're leading at halftime. That was the game. Looking over at the Statesman side, Esparza in goal once again. Out on the left wing, we go Morris, Bailly, Hubbard, and Dupu Turner into the midfield. On the near side, looks to be Houston. Then into the middle, Donat and Ndaye. And then on the right side is number 11, Messina. Looking up top, Markovic there, number 10. Beside him will be number 19, and Petter. Maple Leafs have the ball to kick off the second half. They drive it to the far corner. White in pursuit. Now Mangunda chests it and settles it down in the middle. Famosaya there as well. Ball bouncing around. Finally, Donat just clears it away right to the foot of Markovic. Jokes right away there on his back, and he's forced to drop it back. Bailly with it. Looks at his options and will chip one forward. Great ball looking for Petter. He can't quite corral it, and it'll go out of play for a Maple Leaf throw. Ball up the line. Into the middle now, Mangunda with it. Famosaya there as well. He plays it forward for Rollins. Chips it up the line. And Bailly's going to get this one. Benjamin's there going to shield him. Keep him on the near sideline. Plays for the middle for Donat. Now back out for Bailly. Bailly up the line for Morris. Morris back to the middle. Mangunda picks that one off. Now Rollins with it. Tosses one in the middle. Takes a bounce. And now Famosaya gets it. His kick has deflected a little bit wide, and now Turner will clear it away. Francois Revalier gets a head on it. His foot race between him and Houston to the near side. It'll go out of play for a Statesman throw. Rollins goes into that one against Morris. They're going to say Rollins was the last to touch it, and it'll be a Statesman throw. Francois Revalier heads this one away. Right back to the Statesman. Ball up the line. Houston chests it forward. Chupp awkwardly plays that one away. Houston puts it right back towards him. Now Petter with it. Touches around one. Chupp clears this one. It looks like it might go over the end line. Escalante comes out and will grab this one. As it was not an intentional pass. It's a fair grab there from Escalante. Escalante clears this one away. Benjamin mistimes that one, and instead it's TJ White who ends up with it. Now Ndaye with it moving forward. Ndaye for the Statesman. Flicks around one, trying to drop it back, but he's sandwiched by 2 Maple Leafs. And finally, the Statesmen just have to clear it away. The Maple Leafs will have it along their back line. Chupp looking up the far sideline, finds Benjamin. Turns with it, and Ndaye there right away. Continues forward, and Ndaye didn't quite know where the ball was, and it's actually going to be Dupu Turner who ends up with it. Turner drops back for Hubbard. Hubbard continues to the near side for Bailly. And Bailly comes to the near side for Morris. Morris touches up the line. Markovic settles it down. He's got Jokes on his back. Tries dropping back. Great deflection there from Rollins, but Bailly is ready for it. Ball in the middle, and Ndaye with it. Moves forward, and now great teamwork there from White and Famosaya to take that one away. Ashelman with it now. Left foot to the near side for Rollins. He's behind the defender. Can settle it. Can't quite get a touch on it. Well, he will be able to keep this one in play. Working against Morris. Morris takes it right off of his foot. Morris moving forward down the near sideline now. He's met by Mangunda. Going to be double teamed. Is able to get away with it to Donat. That switches the field over for Dupu Turner. Messina into the middle for Petta. Petter with it. Onto his left foot. Now cuts back to his right. A beautiful chip, but great defense from Chubb. Falls to Houston. Houston around one. Has a hit. Takes a deflection and slows down. Escalante able to settle this one down with his foot. Now we'll play it out to the near side for Francois Revalier. Up the line looking for Rollins. Great defense there from Morris to run in through that one. Has it now moving forward. Morris with it, trying to go down the line against Francois Revalier. Great defense from Francois Revalier. Takes that one away and now has it moving forward. Francois Revalier spent 2 caps with Granada this summer playing internationally. Great experience for the defender as he returns now to Maple Leafs. Multiple other Maple Leafs played semi-pro leagues, including back Tevin Jokes played up in Toledo. Far side settled down by TJ White. Dumps it off for Mangunda. Mangunda's going to have a hit. It threw one, settled down by Esparza, but he loses it and is able to jump on it just before Ari Benjamin can get there. But that's a good attempt for the Maple Leafs, putting more and more pressure on the Statesman back line and Statesman keeper. Five minutes down here in the second half. Still no score between Goshen College and William Penn. Esparza throws out near side for Morris. Gives it right back to Bailly. Bailly moving forward. Ndai's pass out wide. Somehow gets through Ashelman, but TJ White will pick it up. White with it, gets around Turner. Trying to get around Ndai, but the long legs poke that one free. Ndai with it now, comes back to the middle for Donat. Donat drops off for Bailly. All right, looking for his options, now comes near side for Morris. Morris takes a touch into the middle. Famosai ends up with it. He plays it forward for Benjamin. A foot race here, Benjamin and Bailly and Hubbard there as well. And it's poked free, just too long. And Esparza will keep this one in play and now scoop it up. Esparza's kick will bounce just before the midfield line. And then is flicked on by Markovic, but Jilks there to head it or clear it away. Rollins tries to settle it down. Mangunda tries keeping the play. They're going to say he wasn't quite able to. It did go over the line. So it'll be a throw-in. And now a sub. First sub of the second half will go to William Penn as Renato Fermento checks into the contest. And Dye will get the break.
Substitution for the Statesman is number 2, Renato Fermento.
Ball cleared away by Francois Revalier. It would be another throw. Morris for to take. They're actually going to say last touched by the Statesman, so it'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Francois Revalier will be the one to take. Up the line, it's over the head of Rollins. Morris is there. However, his header goes right into the back of Rollins. Now Ashelman can't quite keep it in play. Some miscommunications there and a turnover for the Maple Leafs. Morris up the line. Francois Revalier heads to the middle. Ashelman chests it down, and then Rollins with it. Ball to the middle man, Gunda. Tries settling it down, but loses it to Fermento. Messina then plays it out wide, and Dupu Turner has it. Maple Leafs with 8 shots. William Penn with 7. 2 apiece on goal. Messina working on that far sideline, earns a throw-in for the Statesman. Turner goes up the line. Messina flicks it forward, and then Chupp clears it away from the Maple Leafs. Messina was there for the Statesman. TJ White with it now for the Maple Leafs just across the half-field line. Loses it to Petter, and then Mangunda picks it off of him. Famosaya with it for the Leafs. Slots it forward for White. White squares up. He's got Francois Revalier wide open, and he'll give it to him. And he'll take a touch up the line, looking for Rollins. Flicked back into the middle, but no one there. And Fermento ends up with it. Donat with it. Looking up the line, finds right to the foot of Rollins in the defense. Mangunda flicks it forward for White. Trying to get around, can't quite do it. Petter and Mangunda go into it, and Famosai there as well. Pokes it back. Mangunda will play it all the way back to Chupp, and the Maple Leafs will just keep possession. Obando with it now. Cuts to the middle. Continues on. Now drops it back for Jilks. Jilks takes a touch. Markovic is there. And now here come the Statesmen, but Jilks, great job to get up and recover on that one. Plays it near side for Francois Revalier. He's got space in front of him. Houston attacking from behind, cuts inside of him, gets around another. Now lays it off for Ashelman. Ashelman in the box. Ooh, can't quite get it poked away by Hubbard. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw deep in the right corner. Rollins throws this one into Francois Revalier. He'll whip one into the box. It's headed away by Bailly. Petter there now, flicks it forward. Chup and Markovic go up. Chup wins this one over to Jilks. Jilks looks up the line, gives it to Francois Revalier. He'll hit it left-footed towards the far side for White. He's got space, but Dupuis-Turner steps in front right at the last second to head that one away. Donat in the middle with it, looking forward. Chips to the near side. Francois Revalier the first to get to it. Forward to Rollins. He chests and turns. Flicks it over another. It's him and Bailly now. Bailly will just play this one out of play so that the Statesmen can regroup back along the back line. Francois Revalier will inbound here. 35 minutes remain in regulation. Ball up the line looking for Rollins. Now Morris steps in front. Ashelman clears away from him, but we're going to have a foul. Ashelman kind of knew what he did there as he has a smile on his face as he jogs back on defense. Ollie Smith checking up to the line. He will check in for the Maple Leafs soon. But for now, play continues as Donat drives this one forward down the left line. Houston chests it, looking to get around Francois Revalier, who then sliding clear there from the defender. It'll be a throw for William Penn. And there's that chant, Ollie, do a dance, as he does, as he continues to wait to check in for the Maple Leafs. Ball has been retrieved down in the corner. Will be a William Penn throw, therefore no sub for the Maple Leafs. Morris' throw into the middle is headed down, but Markovic ends up with it, trying to get around Jilks. Can't do so. Chup clears it away. Fermento with it. Turning in the middle. Manguna tries to pick it off of him, and Ashelman's there as well. Great team defense from the Maple Leafs, mobbing anyone who has the ball, not giving them any space or room to breathe. Great touch from Bailly there to settle that one down. Plays left side for Dupuis-Turner. Ball into the middle for Petter. Back far side for Messina. Messina into the middle to Dupuis-Turner. He'll play forward, back to Messina. Gets around one, plays it to the middle for Petter. Petter on his left foot, comes back to Messina to op the 18. Now Markovic with it. He'll have a hit. Ooh, it curls, but not quite soon enough over the crossbar. They will say it took a deflection, so it'll be a corner kick for William Penn, their fifth of the contest. Head coach Jamie Highcock very happy with his team and the give and go there between Messina and Petter. It's earned a corner kick as Markovic jogs over to that far corner to take it. Markovic will take it left-footed. It'll be an in-swinger. Ball played in. Escalante has it. Maple Leafs going to slow things down a bit here, looking to keep some possession. Going to throw out to the left back, Obando, with almost free space all the way up until midfield almost. Nothing looking switch field, so they're going to give it off to White down the line. White into the middle for Mangunda, drops back for Obando. He looks to switch the field for Francois Revalier. He checked too much, and the ball sails over his head. It'll be a throw-in for William Penn. Ball dropped back down, Bailly with it. Ball in the middle, Petter. Back out to Bailly. Into the middle, now back out to Bailly. Now William Penn just looking for some possession. They'll chip this one forward. Francois Revalier heads it up, and then Houston will settle it down. Goes out to the corner, looking to take on Francois Revalier. Bad touch there, and Francois Revalier capitalizes on defense, and then earns a throw-in for the Maple Leafs. And now Ollie Smith will check in. Looks like it's going to be Darius Rollins who gets the break. Francois Revalier throw up the line, looking for Mangunda. Settles it down, and had a defender on his back, poked away from him now. Fermento to Houston. Houston into the middle for Petter. Petter cuts back and rolls it off for Markovic. He chips it through. He's offsides. Petter offsides there. Made the pass looking for the ball back, but he had drifted into an offsides position. Good job from the Maple Leaf back line to stay high and catch him offsides. Escalante drives this one forward, and we're back underway. Ollie working against Bai. Bai is able to muscle him off and get the ball away to Hubbard, who then clears it towards the far side. Messina flicks it on, and now Jaden Chupp with it for the Maple Leafs. Off to Obando. Working down the far sideline, Obando and White. White with it now. Come back to Mangunda. Mangunda looking for the switch. Drives this one, and then Francois Valliere times this one beautifully and settles it down into the middle for Smith. Morris, a good slide tackle there to poke that one free. However, Houston is double teamed by Francois Valliere and Smith in the Maple Leafs 3-game possession. Ball down to the far corner, or the near corner. Ashman in pursuit. Morris there as well. Not going to be able to get there in time. It will be a goal kick. Just under 30 minutes left in regulation here. Still no score. Maple Leafs have scored 3 times this season. William Penn has doubled that mark in one less game. Francois Valliere will inbound. Gets it into Smith. Smith turns, takes a touch to the middle. Gets around one. Still has it. Tries getting around another. But this time he loses it. Petter with it now off. Fermento forward for Houston. Houston working against Francois Valliere. Smith comes back on defense and wins it for the Maple Leafs. Ball in the middle, Famosaya with it. It's picked off his foot. Francois Valliere wins it again for the Maple Leafs. And here comes Ashelman. Ashelman through the middle. Plays far side for White. Obando making the run down to the corner. White will give it to him. A good drag move there from Obando. And then Hubbard's clear actually deflects off of him and will drive all the way back to Esparza in goal. Ball down that far side, Petter with it. Good touch into the middle, and we'll lay it off. Fermento forward for Houston. Houston touches it for Markovic. A long touch for him, and the longer legs of Tevin Jokes are just going to watch this one roll out of play. Not very often are you going against a center back like Tevin Jokes, the tallest player on this Maple Leaf team. And now Nate Nussbaum checks in on the goal kick for the Maple Leafs, as Spencer Ashelman will be getting a break. Nussbaum wearing number 10. Sophomore started this evening, seeing his first action of the second half now. Ball along the back line now for the Statesmen. Not in the middle. That pass is deflected, but still finds the foot of Fermento. By with it now. Once to the near side, gives it to Morris. And now Morris gives it back to Bailly. And now over to Hubbard. Hubbard out wide for Dupu Turner. He's just going to chip it over the defense to the near side for Bailly. And now Bailly's got some space to move forward. Comes up the near line for Morris, across midfield. Ball down the line for Houston. A foot race between Houston and Francois Valliere. He goes to the ground and slides that one out of play. Another great defensive play by Francois Valliere. Ball thrown in short to Markovic. Plays it into the box, very low and very slow. It's picked up easily by Escalante. Escalante's punt. Settled down in the middle by Morris. Far side, Messina with it, working against Obando. Doesn't have anything, so he drops back off for Turner. Turner in the middle, give and go, has it on the far sideline. Back into the middle this time. Famosaya is there. His pass has been going a bit too hard, and now the Statesmen take over. Francois Voller up the near line for Smith. He turns to the sideline. Poked away from him. Great defense from Morris. And Emmanuel Morris moving forward. Now he's hit a bump from behind and goes to the floor. It's going to be a free kick. And now the player not happy with it, talking into the face of Smith. So now the official's going to be having a conversation with him. Official telling him, hey, that's my job. That is not your job as a player. Just play soccer. Fermento stands over the ball just in front of that Maple Leaf bench. Morris touches it to him, and he moves in towards the middle. Great job from Ari Benjamin to track back and win that one. And yet somehow Fermento ends up with it moving forward. Francois Voller on his left takes a hit into the cross the middle. What a play from William Penn. Fermento with a beautiful ball to the back post. We're waiting for it. What a play from William Penn. Making something out of nothing there. It was a broken play as Ari Benjamin had poked the ball free. However, Fermento continued forward and into the middle. As Markovic, as Messina puts that one away. 1-0 lead now for William Penn. 25 minutes and change remain in regulation. The Maple Leafs need a response. Yet again, it's a set play. That mess. 11 scored assist too, or the coach. Another set play that the Maple Leafs can't quite handle and ends up in a goal for their opponent. Back line, Turner with it. Dupu Turner to the middle. It's chipped forward for Messina. Messina on the far sideline, the lone scorer here in this contest, trying to get around Obando, but it's bounces off of Obondo's shins and out of play. It'll stay with the Statesmen. Ball driven forward, Messina working against Obando again. Ball headed up and now a little bit too anxious there, climbing on the back of Obando. It'll be a free kick for the Maple Leafs. Ball near side. There's Francois Voller. He's got Smith up the line. Tries cutting back to the middle. Poked away from him by Houston. Now he chips it up the line, and there's Mangunda. Gunda tries healing it to the middle for Smith. It's just off behind him. And Bayek has it moving forward. Bayek forward for Petter. He turns with it. Looking down the line for Markovic. The long legs of Jokes will poke that one free. Famosaya clears it away. Now we're going to have a foul. Ball's going to be brought back. It'll be a Maple Leaf free kick. There was a play on, but no advantage was there, so the Maple Leafs do get the ball. Escalante puts it back into play. With it on the back line. With the lead, the Statesmen plenty happy just maintaining possession and running that clock out. Knopfstringer has something to say about it, though, as he flicks this one forward, working against Baye. Baye goes to the ground rather easily there. Knopfstringer not too happy about that, but it is a foul. Now Baye just kind of lounging out on the ground down there. Taking his time, his very sweet time to get up. Ball played up that far sideline. Chupp will be the first to get to it for the Maple Leafs. His header will dribble out of play, and it will be William Penn throw-in. They do have a sub on the line. We'll see if the center official sees it. And now he stops play. That's checking in Johnny Cruz. And checking out will be Anthony Houston. Johnny Houston saw minutes in the first half. Now returns for more here in the second. Ball up the line, Markovich working against Chupp. Off of Chupp and out of play, another throw-in for William Penn. Dupu Turner will take the throw, and he is taking his time. All of the statesmen taking their time here as they have the 1-0 lead. Goal came from Joey Messina, assisted by Renato Fermento. Chupp there for the Maple Leafs. He has it moving forward. Lays it off for White. White running through the middle. Loses it, but now Knopfsinger has it. Little circle move working against Turner. Turner slides and pokes it out of play. It will be Maple Leaf throw. Darius Rollins looking to check in, as is Kyle Ramirez-Ingold in for the first time here tonight. Looks like it's going to be Andre Famosaya and TJ White, the two to check out. Just about 20 minutes remain. Maple Leafs still need an answer to that goal from the Statesman. And Dupu Turner watches this one and it runs out of play. Goal kick for William Penn. Going to play it short to the far side for Hubbard. He goes up the line. Dupu Turner. His pass forward deflected out of play by Smith. It'll stay with the Statesman. No throw up the line this time. Petter with it, poked away. It'll be another throw just a few yards up the field. Turner right at the center field line over there. His throw up the line. Markovich settles it down, heels it on. But Ramirez-Ingold there plays it all the way back to Escalante. Escalante moving forward now. Ball now finally driven forward to Rollins on the near side. He chests it to keep it in play. Working against Morris and Cruz. Somehow now Knopfsinger comes over and they say he wanted, asking for a deflection, doesn't get the call. Another throw for William Penn. Ball back to Nat, all the way back to Baye. Baye across the box now for Hubbard. Hubbard settles it down, gives it back to Baye. For Maple Leafs applying some light pressure here, and Baye's just going to clear this one away. Jokes wins the header. They're going to say he went over Markovich. He's not happy with it. So it'll be a or a free kick, for William Penn. Just across the midfield line. 18 and change remain. Donat stands over the ball. We'll see if he puts one into the box. That he does. Towards the far post, Escalante comes up and grabs this one. Messina was there for the Statesman. He is their goal scorer. Came off of a free kick about 7 minutes ago. Ball driven in the middle. Nussbaum flicks it on, and now Mangunda has it. Settles it down and will chip it through, looking for Rollins. He's through. Can he get a touch? He does. It's on goal. Goal for the Maple Leafs. It's Darius Rollins with his first collegiate goal as he comes over to the sideline, patting that Goshen College emblem as the Maple Leafs have knotted the game at one apiece. 17:31 on the clock here in the second half. A beautiful ball forward by Mangunda and a flick just before the keeper could get there. And now Rollins is down on the near sideline, holding about the outside of his ankle right in front of there. Got a bit hurt in the celebration there. And now Erica Alberton, the medical trainer here for the Maple Leafs. He just kind of shuffles himself off the field. As she looks, might be some cramping actually. We'll see. Yeah, it looks like she's stretching out either the ankle or the calf. And so TJ White will check in for the time being. So TJ White will check in. He'll move to the far sideline as a winger, and Ollie Smith will come to the near side. But Rollins has done his part for tonight, scoring there for the Maple Leafs. We're all tied at 1 apiece. And the ensuing goal kick all the way back to Escalante. Escalante gives it off to Jokes. Now the Maple Leafs have it moving forward. Near side for Francois Revalier. Back to Jokes. Jokes forward. Finds the chest of Smith. He'll settle it down. Poked away from him. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Francois Revalier up the line. Headed straight up by Morris. Heads it again into the middle. And now comes back to Francois Revalier. He heads it forward, and now Bailly with it. Chupp with it for the Maple Leafs. Chips far sideline for Obando. Great job from Messina working on the far sideline. Earns possession. Plays it middle for Markovic. He turns. Has on his left foot. Wants a hit. Now settles back to his right. Now chips it up. Looking into the box. Great header there from Ramirez Ingold. And then Jokes clears it away. TJ White with it for the Maple Leafs. Drops the ball for Obando. He'll drive it forward looking for Knopfsinger. He settles it beautifully to Nussbaum. Ball chipped forward. And now Smith is in. And this time, Esparza will get to it. Almost lost it right to Smith. But is able to corral it at the last second. And we stay tied 1 apiece. Ball in the middle. Formato gives it off for Donat. Donat looking down the far side. Gives it off for Turner. Dupu Turner overruns. Now comes back towards the middle. TJ White is on his back now. He gives it off for Markovic. Looking to chip it forward. Obando gets ahead on it. Now Chupp will just clear it out over the far sideline. Safe move from the center back. Now it gives the Maple Leafs a bit of a chance to reset along that back line. Sub on the dead ball. And for me, Houston will return to the action. We'll see who heads towards the sideline. Looks like it's going to be number 10. That's Nenad Markovic, the sophomore out of Belgrade, Serbia.
Substitution for the Statesman is number 9, Anthony Houston.
Ball thrown in. Houston drops it off for Dupu Turner. He settles, fakes the shot, now drives the end line. And now we'll cross this one into the middle. Chupp goes up and gets ahead on it. Nussbaum with it now. Little hesitation from Nussbaum and gives it off to White. Now White will turn back and drop it off for Obando. Obando chipping it forward, drives it into the middle. Great job there. Ramirez Ingold hit his hand. They're going to call it, say it was incidental, but it did affect the play. So it will be a free kick for the Statesmen. 14.5 remain here in regulation. 1-1 the score. Ball driven into the box. Great job by Francois Revalier to flick this one on. It will be a corner kick from William Penn. But had he not touched that, Cruz was there waiting to put that one away. Corner kick played short. Formato with it. Drops it off for Donat. He curls it into the box. And another goal for William Penn. And again, it's Messina. Actually, they're going to say no. He is offsides. The side official has his flag up, and the Statesman cannot believe this one. They're heading and talking to the center official. How is this possible? But that's the call. And now here come the Maple Leafs the other direction as the Statesmen are all complaining. And now the Maple Leafs with a chance moving forward. Obando with it. Down the line for Smith. He'll settle it back. Little hesitation move working against Dupu Turner. Rolls it. And now loses it. Unfortunate chance Maple Leafs had there, but couldn't do anything with it. And Hubbard with it. Hubbard did not. Ball up the line. Jokes heads it straight up into the middle. Nussbaum working against Fermento there. Mangunden goes up, receives a bit of a hip check there, and he's still down. Nussbaum chips it forward. Smith would be onside, but the ball's hit too hard. And now Esparza with it. He's going to hold, and they're going to let Mangunda, who is still face down on the ground. It still now has at least rolled over and still have not received any official word from the center official. The keeper still just holding the ball. And they're going to say play on, and as Mangunda gets up, still holding. It's going to be his right hamstring there. Limping a bit, trying to stretch it out here. So just under 13 minutes left to play. Ball in the middle, Nussbaum goes up, heads it to the middle. TJ White with it. White settles down, gives it back to Nussbaum. Nussbaum chips through, looking for Knopfsinger. Can he get a touch on it? He does. He was going to say he was offsides on the initial run. And now offsides at the other end. Takes away a potential goal-scoring opportunity for the Maple Leafs. We're going to have a stoppage of play. And they're going to have a conversation now. Dupu Turner is going to be issued a yellow card. He's not sure what he did. It's the assistant referee on the far sideline, the one telling the center official to give it to him, must have said something. Hasn't done anything dangerous in terms of soccer. But, however, too many words of certain sorts can get you a yellow card, no doubt. Doesn't change the possession of the free kick here on the offsides call by. We'll put this one back into play. Fermento goes far side and Hubbard with it. Hubbard moving forward. Chips it up the line, looking for Houston, but Chupp is there. Ball in the middle now, Cruz. Cruz flicks it forward, looking for Petter. Petter touch across, looking, Chupp, great job clearing that one away. And it'll be another corner kick, 6th of the contest for William Penn. Looks like Donat heading over to the far side to take it. And Fermento there as well. Almost scored on a similar opportunity a few minutes ago, but was called back on offsides. They're going to play it short again. Fermento with it. Giving it back. Ball played into the box. Jokes gets a touch on it. Then so does Smith. And now over to the near sideline. Obando with it. Bondo back to the middle, working against Cruz, gets around him, has it on his left foot, so he'll drive to the far side looking for Knopfsinger. Great settle by Knopfsinger. Touches to the middle for Mangunda, but tracking back was Donat, and he picks that one off. Ball in the middle, Nussbaum gets a foot on it. Ramirez Ingold will play it back to Chupp, who will clear it forward. Ball takes a bounce, and then Esparza will come out to get it. Esparza records yet another save. Here comes Nussbaum down that far sideline. Only one to beat. Serves it into the box. Just too far in front of Smith. Can't quite get to it, and it'll dribble out of play for a goal kick. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left here in regulation. Score tied 1-1. Looks like it's going to be number 10, Nenad Markovic, checking back in, as Johnny Cruz will get a break.
Number 10, Nenad Markovic.
Ball played short to Morris on the near side. Well, looking up the line, hits off the back of Smith, so it'll be a throw-in for the Statesman. Goshen 0-1 when they score first, or when the Goshen 1-1 when they concede first. They tied the only game that they scored first in. Now Francois Rivard will take this one, puts it into the middle. Fermento's header goes right off the bag of his teammate and falls to his own foot. Ball up in the middle. Chupp gets it, and now Obando will settle down. Working against Messina, he takes that one away. Messina back to the middle, looking at his options, goes down the line for Petter. But Ramirez Ingold there for the Maple Leafs. Obando with it. Turns upfield, plays into the middle. TJ White with it. He squares up, comes back to the middle for Mangunda. Continues on. He'll chip this one for Smith. Similar ball to the scored on. Smith will get to this one. Only Morris to beat. Said he's going to drop back for Francois Rivalier. He serves into the box. Knopfsinger goes up. Oh, but it's right to the hands of Esparza. A great creation opportunity there for the Maple Leafs, but cannot. They even do put it on goal, but not quite hard enough. Esparza able to grab it. Ball dropped back for Hubbard. Ball played up that far sideline. No one there for the Statesmen. So the Maple Leafs will easily take over possession. White flicks this one on, but no one is there. And Donat plays it forward now to Fermento, drops back for Bai. Bai to the near side for Morris. Emmanuel Morris looking upfield, has it on his left foot. Flicks it forward for Petter. Petter flicks it on, but this time Francois Rivalier ready for it. Ball in the middle, Mangunda with it. Sells it down, but taken away from him by Fermento. Ball played back to Hubbard. Hubbard moves forward across the midfield. Far side, Dupu Turner. Poked away from him by Nussbaum, but he is able to retrieve it. Ball played forward, and great job from Smith to knock that one down. He has it now. Looking up the near line, looking for Knopfsinger, but Bailly is there. By to Morris. Morris flicks it on, now down the line for Markovic. Plenty of space on the stronger left foot to whip across in. Does so. Great job by Ramirez Engel to knock that one down. It will be a corner kick, however. 7th of the game for the Statesmen. Maple Leafs yet to have a corner kick here in the second half. 7 minutes remain. Down in the corner. Donat stands over the ball. Fermento ready to check for the short corner again, but Smith right on his back, so they're going to decide. This time, they're going to play it into the box. It'll be a right-footed in-swinger. Means the ball head towards the penalty spot, then curl back in towards the 6. He plays it short. Chupp puts it right back out of play. Another corner kick. 6.5 left. It's tied 1-1 here between Goshen College and William Penn as part of the Goshen College Classic opening day second game of the evening. Holy Cross College and Aquinas College tied 1-1 in the first contest. Corner kick repeat. This one lofted into the middle of the box. Takes a bounce, goes wide. They're going to say Mangunda, who ended up on the ground, was dragged down by the Statesmen. So it'll be free kick for the Maple Leafs. Come the other direction now. Obando working for it against Dupu Turner. Ball still in play, rolling right on that line. Into the middle now for Messina. Picked off from him by TJ White. Gives it off to Mangunda. Mangunda back to White. White in the middle. Slots it forward for Mangunda. He turns with it. A little bit of a big touch. Morris there to clear it away. At least clear it up. And now clears it away looking for Markovic. Nussbaum in the middle. White keeps it in play. Heels it down the line looking for Nussbaum. Nussbaum able to keep it in play there. Now plays it down the line for Smith. Smith keeps it in play. Drives it in top of the box looking for Mangunda. He has a hit. It's over the crossbar. Maple Leafs able to find their own teammates' feet, which is a good sign. Now just looking to put that on target. Esparza to take the goal kick as we dip under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Still tied 1 apiece. Should the game regulation end at a tied score, we'll go to overtime. It'll be 2 10-minute periods, and both will be golden goals. So should a team score in that overtime, they do win the contest. Free kick here for the Statesmen. Ball on the near side for Morris. Ball back to Bailly. Bailly across the back to Hubbard. Hubbard moves upfield. A little bit of pressure from the middle from Nussbaum. So we'll go out to the sideline for Dupu Turner. Turner slots one into the middle. Markovich with it, comes to the near side. Great job there from Bai to evade the feet of Knopfsinger, but instead ends up finding the feet of Manguna, who plays up the line for Knopfsinger. His touch is a bit big, and Morris is going to watch this one roll out of play. Statesman throw. Bai with it, 3:50 left in regulation. Poked away from him by Knopfsinger. Knopfsinger still battling for the ball. Bai there as well. Now Bai runs into Manguna. We got a flag on the near side. It's going to be a foul called on Knopfsinger. Bai drives up the near line looking for Markovich. It's over his head, and Houston can't keep it in play, so it'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Francois Valliere inbounds, up the line, off the head of Morris. Markovich, great job to keep that one in play down the line. It's a foot race now, and Escalante is the one first to get there, and he just clears it away. Be a throw in now for William Penn. 3 minutes remain in regulation. We're tied 1 apiece. William Penn struck first, a goal from Messina. Assist goes to Fermento. The Maple Leafs responded as Calvin Manguna drove one forward. And it was Darius Rollins who was able to flick it with the outside of his right foot past the keeper and into the back of the net. They're going to say, ball then down in the corner. The throw flicked off of Maple Leaf over the end line, so it'll be the 8th corner kick of the game, 4th of the half. For the Statesmen, they drive this one into the box, lofts up, and Chupp gets a head on it. Markovich settles it down. His ball back in the box falls a news bomb, but he gets it back to Markovich. Ramirez Ingold eventually clears it away, still working down the sideline, and now plays it out of play. It will be a William Penn throw in. Morris to inbound. Looks in for Petter. He loses it, and Smith will clear this one away. Hits the chest up to Knott. Donat lobs it into the box. Houston misties his jump, and it floats over his head as he's coming down. Messina with it now. Messina working on the end line. Into the middle. Petter was there, but Ramirez Ingold will clear this one now. Dupu Turner working with it. Flicks it up, working against TJ White. Instead, Obando ends up with it. And his clear goes straight up. White settles it out of play. So it'll be another throw for the Statesmen. 1:25 left here in regulation. Obando clears that one away. Knopfsinger and Wickering with it. But he loses it, and the Statesmen have it along the back line now. Bayou with it. 1 minute left here in regulation. Jokes has that one down to Markovich. Cleared away off of his foot by Manguna. It'll be another throw-in for the Statesmen. Ball lobbed up in the middle. Manguna clears this one away, and it'll be another throw. 40 seconds left here. Plenty of time left for a goal here as we end. Last 30 seconds, ball flicked into the middle. TJ White, this time it's a beautiful clear, and Bai will have to chase this one all the way down. Knopfsinger applying some pressure. Why not? Only 25 seconds left, but it's going to go all the way back to Esparza. His punt forward gets about to midfield. Ramirez Ingold gets a head on it, but it falls to Markovich. He's got 10 seconds left to Morris. Great slide by Francois Valliere. He's driven out of play then by Markovich. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw, but they're not going to get anything. They're just going to go, and they're going to say that's the end of regulation. Both teams jog over to the bench, and bonus soccer yet again here this evening as part of the Goshen College Classic. The first game went to overtime at a 1-1 score, and now the second game will be going to overtime as well. Score tied at 1-1 here between Goshen College and William Penn. William Penn's goal. Ball played into the box by Renato Fermento. They're waiting for it on the far post. Waiting on the far post was Joey Messina. He put it home for the 1-0 lead. However, the Maple Leafs responded a few minutes later, as it was Calvin Manguna playing a ball into the box on the near side, where Darius Rollins was waiting for it to put it into the box to tie the game at 1-1. So this is how overtime is going to work here tonight. They've got 5-minute break here before we start the overtime periods. It'll be 10 minutes in the first overtime, then a 2-minute break for the teams to get water and switch ends, and then they'll play 10 more minutes. And if we're still tied at that end, the game will end in a draw. If either team scores in either of the overtimes, it is a golden goal. That means that goal is the game-winning goal, and the game is over. That team has won the contest. We'll see if either team can find that golden goal here tonight. As always, you're listening to your home for Goshen College Athletics, GoLeafs.net. Back at the John Ingold Athletic Complex here as we trying to wrap up the Goshen College Classics opening night here. First game went to overtime, double overtime actually, and ended in a 1-1 draw between Holy Cross College and Aquinas College. And now we're through 90 minutes of regulation play, and we're tied at 1-1 here between Goshen College and William Penn University. So we get ready for some more overtime. Once again, William Penn's goal scored by Joey Messina, assist to Renato Fermento. Looking over on the Maple Leaf side, heading into tonight, each of Goshen's 3 goals and 2 assists came from different players this season. Goals were from Ari Benjamin, Jaden Chupp, and Ollie Smith, and then assists from Daniel Rosales and Darius Rollins. Well, Rollins actually did score the Maple Leaf goal here tonight on an assist from Calvin Mangunda. Mangunda becomes the 6th Maple Leaf to earn a point here tonight, and Rollins becomes the first Maple Leaf to have more than 1 goal or assist as he picks up 1 of each. Teams back onto the field, getting ready to go. About a minute and a half left here before we get underway for this overtime period. Looks like it'll be Sparza in goal for William Penn, also out on the field getting ready there. We see the back line of Hubbard and Bailly in the middle. Morris on the near side, Dupu Turner on the far side. Moving through the middle, we also, once again, number 2, Fermento, and number 6, Donat. And on the near side, Petter, and also Messina, the goal scorer here tonight. And then up top is Markovic in Houston, I should say. Looks like the Statesmen will be traveling left to right here in the first overtime period. That will switch should the teams go to a second overtime period. The teams will switch ends. As for the Maple Leafs, still wrapping up their pre-overtime huddle, you could call it. $10 minutes on the clock. It'll be Maple Leaf ball here to start the first overtime. In the past, their strategy has been put it deep in their offensive territory and force the other team to bring it all down the entire length of the field, applying a lot of pressure early on as the team comes out onto the field. It'll be Escalante in goal, Chupp and Jilks in the center back positions, Obando on the left, Francois Revalier on the right. In the midfield, Ramirez Ingold playing a holding center mid. In front of him will be Nussbaum and Mangunda. Out on the right is Ollie Smith. Here on the left, Brody Knopfsinger. And playing up top as the lone forward, Ari Benjamin. Ball played now. Nussbaum with it. They're instead going to just play a little tiki-taka soccer here. Little touches. Ball comes left side now for Obando. Touches around, gets through Petter. Now into the middle. Great turn back to his left foot. A lot of pressure here as Messina grabbing him a bit. Ball dropped back now for Nussbaum. Great fake there. Now drives into the middle, but no one is there. And Bai cleans it up for the Statesman. Ball to the far side. Markovic and Jokes there. Jokes will get a touch, but almost lost it. However, it does get it to Ramirez Ingold, who plays it to the near side for Obando. He's immediately pressured. Will play it right side to Jokes. Jokes with the time. Now plays it up the far side. Morris gets a head on it, but it's right to Benjamin in the middle. Gives it off for Smith. Smith turns back and is immediately sandwiched between two defenders. Donat plays it near side. Looking for Messina. Ball into the middle. Donat with it. All right, Dupu Turner into the middle for Messina. Almost loses it, but is able to get it back for Donat. Into the middle for Mento, and back to Hubbard. Bai with it now on the far side. Continues on for Morris. Morris up the line. Anthony Houston drops it back for Morris. Ball into the middle. Trying to get it to Petter, who is shielding there, but instead loses it to Benjamin. Benjamin turning into the middle. Plays it forward, looking for Knopfsinger. Just a bit off target. And Dupu Turner cleans it up. Ball chipped to the far side of the box. No one there, so Escalante will get this one quite easily. And his kick in the middle, just over the head of Benjamin, and bounces to Bai. Bai, we're going to get around Benjamin. Plays it right to Knopfsinger. His touch is a bit big, and Dupu Turner clears it away. Chupp lets it run through, and it'll go all the way back to Escalante. 8 minutes remain here in the first overtime period. Once again, it is golden goal. Should either team score, that will be the game. They will win by a score of 2-1. However, for now, the score is still 1-1. This ball played Bondo there. Markovic trying to get there first. Instead, it will dribble out of play. It'll be a Maple Leaf throw. Obando to take. Comes up the line looking for Mangunda. Fermento's actually going to be the one to get a touch on it. Drops it off for Donat. Now up the line for Messina. Messina a little hesitation. Lays it off for Dupu Turner. Back to the middle for Petter. He tries turning with it, but Nussbaum picks it off. Now Mangunda with it. Switches it off, looking for Smith. Smith takes a touch. Defender's right on his back. Francois Valliere has space out there where the defender used to be, and they do get it to him. Takes a touch into the middle. Will play a ball in. Settled down by Benjamin. Right to Smith. Flicks it on. Up over Bayou. Settled down by Esparza. And now Smith actually down holding what appears to be either an ankle or a knee. Slow to get up. The ball's lost back to Francois Valliere. Serves it into the box again. This one's knocked down. Right back to Francois Valliere again. This time he drops it off for Ramirez Ingold. He'll take a touch into the middle. Great ball give and go there between Ramirez Ingold and Mangunda, but it's spoiled by the Statesman, and Houston has it moving forward. Ball chipped up. Chupp clears this one away. Messina with it. He'll drop it all the way back for Hubbard. He chips it up to the near side for Dupu Turner. Settles it into the middle, but Knopfsinger will take it away. Knopfsinger moving forward, and he's hit from behind and goes down, holding his right foot. The right ankle still down. He is slow to get up, and Dupu Turner arguing his case. He's already on a yellow card. Should he receive another, he'd be out for the rest of this game and would miss all of tomorrow's contest. He'd be done for his trip. William Penn out of Oskaloosa, Iowa. It's just over 400 miles away, and he'd be done for the entire trip. However, no card issued, no second card, I should say. As he remains on the field, a free kick for the Maple Leafs. Obando to take. Got him on his left foot. Dangerous position here for the Maple Leafs to win it. Ball served into the box. This continues on. I believe it was Bai who got a head on it. And now Turner working against Smith. Plays it in the middle for Houston. Just gets it to him. He's got Nussbaum to beat, but cannot do it. Nussbaum plays it out. Throw-in for the Statesman. 5 and change left here in the first overtime. 1-1 still the score. Donat plays it near side looking for Messina. He settles it down but can't turn around to Bondo. Plays out in the center field. So Dupu Turner will throw in. Down the line, looking for Petter. It's over his head. Chubb has it there. He turns to the sideline, working against Markovich. He'll just play this one out. Plays it to the safe route. It'll be another throw for William Penn. Dupu Turner down in the corner to take. There's a throw. And he's going to drop it back for Fermento. He chips it through for Messina. Messina around one. Now slots it back towards the top, but there is Tevin Jokes waiting for it. Plays it off for Knopfsinger. And a foot race now down the near sideline. Knopfsinger slows down a bit. We'll play it into the middle looking for Francois Revalier. He chests it and now settles it down with Houston on his back. He's gotten Newspaw must have dropped, but will just keep it himself and continues to move forward. Now he's running to there from Houston. They're going to say he won enough of the ball. So Morris gives it off. For now did not. And that drives it up the far side. Houston will settle this one, keeps it in play. Cuts back to the right foot and plays it to the middle for Donat. Tom Donat chips one into the box. Right to Escalante. Maple Leafs have a chance to clear out. They're going to come near side for Obando. Settles it down, coming up the near line. Now he's going to have to cut this one back into the middle. Drops it off for Mangunda. Great turn from Mangunda, chipping it forward right to the head of Messina. Gives it to Markovich. Markovich back to Messina. Now to the middle. Fermento with it. Fermento will drop it back for Bai. Now to the far side for Thomas. Into the box. Jokes heads it up. It will stay in play. Messina and Obando there. Obando gets a head on it, coming to the near sideline. Messina then plays it off of Obando and out of play. And I say it will stay with William Penn. Dupu Turner taking his time getting up to take this throw in. Game tied at 1 apiece. 2:40 left here in the first overtime. Now Obando goes down, having some cramping issues here. The clock does continue to run, and now it's going to be stopped as Erica Albertin, the athletic trainer here at Goshen College, jogs onto the field. Teams coming over to the benches to get some water. At least William Penn is doing that. 2:34 left on the clock in the first overtime. And now some of the Maple Leafs at least coming over to the bench to talk with their coach and get some liquid hydration. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow as Goshen College, the second half of the Goshen College Classic takes place. At 3 o'clock, William Penn will take on Holy Cross College. That will be followed by your Goshen College Maple Leafs hosting the Aquinas College Saints. Set for a 5 p.m. kick. However, if we have more overtime like we have tonight, the start will be bumped back more towards 5:30, 5:45. But tune in at 5 just to be sure. Back underway, ball thrown in down the 9 to Markovich. Drops it off for Dupu Turner. He'll swing one into the box. Ramirez Ingold gets it off to Benjamin, who plays it out, or excuse me, to Knopfsinger, who plays it out. Now Benjamin with it, working up the near line. Able to keep it in play, using his long legs. Gets around another. His ball skips through. Smith wide open in the middle if they can get it to him. Benjamin continues in, and now he fumbles up a little bit, trying to do a fancy foot move there, and Bai just takes it away. Ball in the middle. Bai working. Mangunda takes it off his foot. He's got a drop in Knopfsinger. 2 minutes left here in the first overtime. Ball in the middle. Now Ramirez Ingold with it. He'll drive it into the middle for Smith. Smith squares up, and he's going to lose it. Or actually, we'll track back to gain this one. Gets it to Ramirez Ingold. Looking to the near side. Hit that one way too short. and Messina takes over moving in. Into the middle, drops it off now. Markovic with it on his left. He'll have a hit. This one's short, and Escalante grabs this one up. New spot into the middle for Ramirez Ingold. He lets it run, goes far side for Francois Revalier. Minute 15 left here in the first overtime. Up the line for Smith. Squares up and loses it into the middle. Cramping up a bit there for Smith. And here comes Houston the other direction. Great job from Jokes to pick that one off of his foot. And now the Maple Leafs with a chance to come the other way. Mangunda with it. Comes to the near side for Nofsinger. Ball into the middle. Now Obando with it. He's looking to switch the field. Not enough switch, too much down the center, and Esparza will end up with it. Francois Valliere with it, working against Petter. The two battling back and forth over to the far sideline. Now Francois Valliere finally comes clear with it. Mangunda in the middle. This pass picked off by Donat. Placed off for Houston. Houston back to Donat. Now into the middle for Mento. Mento to the near side for Messina. 10 seconds left. Messina takes it on. Obano gets around him. Slots it. It's off the foot of Escalante and over the end line. It will be a corner kick, but with only 6 seconds left, and the clock continues to count. They're not going to get this one off in time. First overtime ends still tied 1-1 here. Take a 2-minute break and get ready for the second overtime here. Once again, Goshen College and William Penn deadlocked at 1-1 here. Second game of the opening night of the Goshen College Classic here from the John Ingold Athletic Complex. Looking at some stats through the first 100 minutes of this contest. 13 shots for William Penn and 11 for the Maple Leafs. The Statesmen with 5 on frame, the Maple Leafs with 4. 13 fouls committed by the Maple Leafs so far, only 9 by the Statesmen. 1 yellow card issued so far here this evening, and it went to Dupu Turner. Not for any soccer actions, hard slide tackles or nothing like that, but rather for something he must have said to the far sideline official, who then asked conversed with the center official, and the yellow card was issued. Once again, Goshen College back in action tomorrow evening against Aquinas College. Tentatively a 5 p.m. kick. It is following the opening game of the evening, which is between Holy Cross and William Penn. That game kicks off at 3. You can catch the Maple Leaf game here on goleafs.net/live or by tuning in to 91.1 The Globe, Goshen College's on-campus award-winning radio station. Looking back at the goals, William Penn struck first as a ball from Renato Fermento on the left side of the box, curled towards that far post where Joey Messina was waiting for it. The freshman from New London, Wisconsin, rocketed it into the roof of the net for a 1-0 lead. However, a few minutes later, it was a ball from Calvin Mangunda in the middle of the field, just beyond the defensive line, where Darius Rollins was able to then touch it just inside the box, past the keeper who was coming out. It was a matter of split seconds there. Rollins got there just before the keeper was able to poke it around him and then watch it roll into the back of the net as no defender could recover in time. And ever since, we've been tied at 1 apiece. 7 shots. Shot leader of the game is Nenad Markovic from William Penn. He's got 7 shots so far. Brody Nofsinger leads the way for the Maple Leafs with 2. Escalante has been credited with 4 saves here tonight. Esparza has been credited with 3. Teams have been rehydrated and now talked a bit over with their coach as they switch ends for the second half of overtime here. 10 more minutes. Should neither team score here, the game will end in a 1-1 draw. So it's Houston and Markovic in the center circle to kick off for the Statesmen. Drop it back for Donat. He'll chip it up to the far side where Obando will head it for the Maple Leafs. Nussbaum plays it out wide to TJ White with some space. He moves forward, pressure from behind from Markovic. Ready for it and drops it off for Obando. Obando into the middle and mishits And now it finds the foot of Houston, but he mistouches it, and Jokes clears it away. Fermento with it. High kick there, almost gets Nussbaum's face. Nussbaum plays on, plays it up the line. Bai flicks it up. Knopfsinger settles it down. Or Smith touches it into Benjamin. He turns. Has on his left, lays it off for Mangunda. He'll have a hit. Miss hits that one, and it shanks off the left side of his foot and dribbles over to the far side of the box where Esparza will go gather it. Swing punt. Chupp gets a head on it and then clears it straight up. Nussbaum has some time to settle, does so. It's a bit too big, and Fermento takes it away. His pass forward just past the outstretched foot of number 3, Jack Kendall Brown, seeing his first action here in the second overtime. Kendall Brown, the sophomore defender out of Chelmsford, England. Thomas for the throw. Into the middle, or Kendall Brown. Kendall's cross into the box, deflected down to the foot of Nussbaum. He looks to switch the field for TJ White. It's actually going to be Dupu Turner who gets there first. He settles it down in the middle of the field. Moving forward. He'll have a rip. Looking for the far post. Escalante has to push this one wide. And the ninth corner kick of the game, there, for William Penn here in the second overtime. It looks like it'll be Donat over to take it. And no short options this time for the Statesman. Ball served into the box. Deflects, great job from the postman. Ethan Francois Revalier clears that one away and keeps this game going. Ball up the line, TJ White settles it down. He just needs to play it forward. We got a foot race here. Ollie Smith settles it down. Plays it back out near side for TJ White. Here come the Maple Leafs. Francois Revalier streaking down to the corner. White touches into the middle, gets around. Oh, and he loses it off the shins. And there, Fermento clears this one away. But now we do have a stoppage of plays way back in the box on the ground with Escalante is going to be Bai. Bai down and now Markovic and Jokes having words. Shaking hands there, but we do have an injury down in the box. As Erica Albertin will jog down there. Bai was down for a bit late in the second half there, and now goes down again on the corner kick. Clock stopped at 7:28. Still 1-1 the score. Bai back on his feet, limberly walking back to his defensive position. Looks like he will stay on the field. So it'll be a throw-in for the Maple Leafs, the midfield line. Ball in the middle of the Nussbaum, and we're back underway. TJ White with it. Goes up the line for Smith. Smith serves one into the box. It's going to be just over the head of Nussbaum, and Thomas will head this one and now clear this one away. Be a throw-in again for the Maple Leafs. We're right back where they started about 30 seconds ago. Now Francois Revalier going to have to retake the throw, because he was a bit too far up the line from where the ball originally left play. Ball in the middle. Nussbaum with it. Turns looking for Ramirez Ingold. It's a bit heavy, but he does win it. Ramirez Ingold with it. Down the line, TJ White. White's ball into the box looking for Benjamin. He goes up just as tall as Esparza. Ball bounces free. They're going to get called. Benjamin going to get called for the foul. However, no hard play there. Benjamin goes to shake the hand of the keeper, just playing soccer. Keeper pushes him away. Esparza puts it back into play. Finds the foot of Hubbard. Ball in the middle. Play to the far side now. Dupu Turner running forward with it. Tries to cut inside. Has the ball between his legs. Gets up and keeps playing. Ball in the middle now. Fermento with it. Back down that far sideline for Houston. He's behind the defender. Has to chase all the way down to the end line. Will cross this one in the box. Went out of play, then came back into play. That's not allowed. It'll be a goal kick for the Maple Leafs. 5:40 left here in the contest. Neither team finds a goal, then the game will end in a 1-1 draw. Escalante's goal kick driven forward. Bai gives a little bump in the back, but Mangunda with it. Gives it back to Francois Ravalier. Ball up the line for Smith. He's got space to turn. He'll dribble forward. Now slots it middle for Francois Ravalier. Back to Smith. Just behind him. And Morris will clear this one away. Bai will toe boot this one into the middle. Obando goes up and wins the header. And then Nussbaum gets flipped over there. Looks like we'll see which way he points here. They're going to actually point towards William Penn. And now here comes a fast break. Messina with it. Ramirez Ingold, great job tracking back for the Maple Leafs. And Messina almost loses out of play, but instead Ramirez Ingold keeps it in and comes the other way for the Maple Leafs. 4:20 left here as Obando drives this one forward. It's over by, and Smith chests it down. Keeps his touch. Has it on his right foot, continues into the box, has a hit. Oh, just over the crossbar. What a chance for the Maple Leafs. They continue to knock on the door. They really want that game winner. They opened their season on a Friday night a few weeks ago and tied Purdue University Northwest and don't want to have a similar result tonight. Want to take this one. They've got just under 4 minutes to figure out a way to do so. Esparza's free kick or goal kick headed down by Ramirez Ingold. The Statesmen have it. They lose it over to Francois Ravalier. Ravalier chips it into the middle. Benjamin settles it down and turns. Plays up the line for Smith. Picked off his foot by Morris. It'll be a throw-in for the Maple Leafs. And wait for Francois Ravalier to come up and make it. Ball into the middle. Benjamin chests it down, heads to the corner. It's poked away from him by Morris. It'll be a corner kick for the Maple Leafs. Another good offensive opportunity. The Maple Leafs' first corner kick since the first half. It's their fifth of the contest. Head coach Aaron Patrick just asking Ollie Smith, who's taking the kick, just put it in a good area. It'll be a right-footed outswinger heading towards the goal and then curving out towards the middle of the box. Puts it a bit short, bounces off of Morris, and right out to Smith. Little hesitation, and he loses it on a move. Danat clears it away. Obando chests this one down. Still in the offensive half for the Maple Leafs, flicks it up, and then Houston comes running through to take it away for the Statesmen. He plays it forward for Markovic. His touch is a bit too bad. Oh, a clear right to Messina. Again, Francois Ravalier clears it away, and this time it's to TJ White. We're going to have a play on here as Mangunda has it. Plays left side for Nussbaum. 2:20 left. Nussbaum with it right at the midfield line. Into the middle for TJ White. He squares up. Continues, will have a hit. It's on frame, but right at Esparza, and he makes the save. 13th shot of the night for the Maple Leafs, 5th on frame. Ball in the middle, Ramirez Ingold gets a head on it, over to Nussbaum. He settles it down. And now tries to chip it into the box. Smith slipped up a bit there, and Bai ends up with the ball. Bai to the near side for Morris. Plays it up the line, looking for Kendall Brown. It's a bit hard, and Jolks will be the first to get there. Plays it back to his keeper, and Escalante can take a touch, and we'll clear this one away. Line looking for just over the head of Morris. Now Bai and Benjamin wrestling, trying to get to the ball. It's actually going to go out of play. A minute and a half left. The Statesman throw. Ball up the line. Kendall Brown tries to flick it on. He misses it, and therefore it deflects off the shin of Ollie Smith, who wasn't expecting it. Another throw. Again up the line, this time Markovich to the middle. Kendall Brown through two, but can't quite squeeze his body through, and Chupp clears it away. Nussbaum with it, gives to Francois Revalier. He'll boot it long, and we have a foot race now between Baye and Benjamin. Baye gets to it, and will be able to clear this one away. That one takes a deflection. Donat still able to settle it down. Wants to go through, looking for a nutmeg of some sort. Deflects off of Smith's shins. Another throw. 40 seconds left here in this contest. Ball up the line. Francois Revalier gets a head on it. Donat with it now. Cuts back on Mangunda. Poked away from him. And now Smith has it. Lets it run. They're going to say that one went out of play. Now another throw. 25 seconds left. Francois Revalier clears away again. This time TJ White has it moving forward. Plays it up for Ari Benjamin. Can he get it back to him? It's just behind him. But TJ White does recover. 15 seconds left. TJ White still working in the middle. Gets around another. We're going to get to Dupu Turner. Turner goes down to the ground. And now we have a whistle, a foul against the Maple Leafs. And with only 6 seconds left, there's not much they can do. William Penn will play this one long, but it's not enough. And Goshen College improves, I guess, to 1-2-1. 1 win, 2 draws, and 1 loss on the season. William Penn improves to 1-1-1. Final score of 1-1 here between William Penn and Goshen College to wrap up tonight as part of the Goshen College Classic. William Penn's goal coming off the foot of Joey Messina, assist to Renato Fermento. Goshen College's goal a few minutes later was Darius Rollins, assist to Calvin Mangunda. Once again, 1-1, the final score. William Penn had 15 shots here tonight, 6 of them on frame. The Maple Leafs with 13 shots, 5 of them on frame. 16 fouls committed by the Maple Leafs, 9 by the Statesmen. The only yellow card of the contest went to the Statesmen. It was to number 13. Number 13, Ralph Dupu Turner. That about wraps things up here tonight from the John Ingold Athletic Complex. The first night of the Goshen College Classic sees 2 draws, the first between Holy Cross College and Aquinas College, and the second here between the Goshen College Maple Leafs and the William Penn University Statesmen. Both games ended with a 1-1 scoreline. All 4 teams back in action tomorrow afternoon here from the John Ingold Athletic Complex. As kicking off at 3 p.m. will be Holy Cross versus William Penn. That game followed by Goshen College versus Aquinas College, set to kick off roughly 5 p.m. Once again, you've been listening to the live stream of Goshen College men's soccer right here on your home for Goshen College Athletics, GoLeafs.net.